Hey Lovies, welcome or welcome back to my channel Aries Only, where I'm channeling messages for the Aries collective only. Today we're doing a reading to see what the week ahead has in store for you guys. So I'm going to start by grabbing a couple like astrology oracle cards and then just a couple of oracle cards, maybe 4 or 5. And then we're going to get into the reading with tarot and maybe some advice from your guides. So the song I shuffled for you was Good For You by Selena Gomez and A$AP Rocky. So there could be a focus on the way you look and relating to other people and wanting to like feel good about yourself, look good, so you attract the right kind of person. This could also be coming through in like a more negative way where you're worried about that Saturn in reverse. Oh, maybe you've kind of fell off the wagon or something with this coming out in reverse, like your discipline has been a little bit lax lately and you've kind of been overindulging or something like that and you want to get back on track. So let's see what comes through though. What's going to be going on for Aries? Which of these cards will be relevant for Aries and the week ahead? March 3rd through what, the 9th? So March 3rd through the 9th for Aries. Let's cut the deck. And let's go ahead. Which energies are most relevant for Aries this week? Spirit. We have the North Node. And which energies? And the Numinous Mystery. Destiny and Mystery. And then let's see. Let's get 2 of these. On with Aries this week. Okay, what do they most need to know? What is most relevant for Aries this week? We have looking, have an eye for beauty and uncover hidden charms. Seek and you will find. And investments. Investments made will have positive results that will bring prosperity. I said prosperity. Okay. Prosperity, invest wisely. So let me grab one more. I want to get, hold on. Let's see. I'm getting that's a song. I just want to say it quick before I forget. Counting Stars by One Republic, is that what they're called? Just because seek and you will find, it's like seek it out and something shall find. I just like remember that just like popped in my head when I read that, so I just wanted to mention that. Okay, all right, what is the energy for Aries this week? I just want one. Okay, what is the energy for, okay. Sophia, divine plan, wisdom, intelligence within, and destiny. And I'm just gonna get 2 of these to put right here. What's going on with Aries this week that we can talk about? What is gonna be the most relevant cards for Aries this week? We have woman holding a heart. And blossoming abundance. Okay, beautiful. I'm just gonna put this here and take my tarot deck and get it ready for the next phase of the reading. All right, let me just make sure that looks pretty good. Okay, all right, you guys, so what is going on here? Interesting. I feel like there's a lot of like, I'm gonna put this here for now, but I feel that there's almost a sense of like this blank slate this week. Like I feel like this is you having this, there's like this whole thing of like destiny is here, and this says destiny as well, divine plan, wisdom, intelligence within, and destiny. So there's a sense of you really being able to change the course of your life and start bringing in more abundance and just leaving something behind, and really start focusing on like moving forward in your life in the way that you want to. I feel that with the North Node, it's like this sense of you having this spiritual maturation lately, where you're really like in touch with yourself. You're really in touch with where you want to go. I feel like you could have like gotten in touch, or even if you don't know exactly where you want to go, I feel like you have a sense of like what you want to leave behind, and you're sort of open to, you're open to the next phase of your life. You're open to something new. You're ready to forge your own path here, like based off of your own intelligence within. I feel like this is about you sort of breaking away from maybe society's standards or some sort of family standards, or like just basically breaking away from what's like expected of you and really following like your own North Star. I'm so sorry. Excuse me. With that whole like good for you thing, that could like relate to something about like even if this is like about weight loss. I know that's like talking about all these like big lofty sort of concepts, like, and then going like weight loss is kind of like I don't know, but it's like just like looking at it in a different way and feeling like I want to start trying to, instead of like criticize myself for being overweight and for maybe overindulging or something, because didn't that Saturn card fall out in reverse? Instead, I want to like start looking in the beauty within myself and start like have an eye for beauty and uncover hidden charms, and realize that like I am a beautiful person and I am fine just the way I am, but maybe I am having some unhealthy habits. It's like almost like, oh, sorry. It's like we're like zoning out. Like the critical eye isn't what we're looking at ourselves and our life, and then correspondingly like everything else around us with. And it's like we're almost like looking, because this is all about looking within, but the way that you'll like look within will reflect how you like look outwardly as well. So I feel like it's about looking at the beauty within yourself and realizing, like I was just saying, like, oh, I might have, been unhealthy, or I might have done some, I don't know, I might have, been on like a binge lately or cultivated some bad habits, but I'm going to start investing into myself differently. And I'm going to start investing almost like with the way you feel and the way you think and the way you look at yourself, like, is very important here. The way you're looking at yourself. If you're looking for things to criticize yourself about, you'll find it. If you're looking for things to like love about yourself, you will find that as well. And I feel that this is like a big part of your journey. This is kind of like a big, I'm not saying like this week is, but maybe like, I feel like there is, first of all, a lot of like astrological things happening in March. There's like a Venus retrograde, there's a Mercury retrograde. So these are all times when we are going within. So it makes sense that this is coming out this way. But I feel like whatever goes on in this next month, especially, like we have this Virgo lunar eclipse coming up in like a couple, like 10 days or something like that. And I feel like even that moon especially could be very potent, and Virgo is a very critical energy. So I feel like this is kind of paving the way. I feel like Aries is like always like ahead of the game. Like I feel like you could be feeling these energies now where you're just like really ready to like leave that critical side behind and really just forgive yourself, kind of blanket forgive yourself, and just start moving towards what you know you want. I'm trying to think of that Counting Stars song, and it's like you're realizing what's important to you and what's not. Like you're realizing like a more deeper side of life, and that's going to like influence the way you look at yourself, like I was saying, the way you invest your time and energy from now on, and you're realizing your own worth. And I feel like this is like going to start, like things are growing, things are blossoming for you. There is this expansion, and you even have this like an angel number here, number 44. And I feel like you're just realizing that you don't need like the status, like you don't need to look perfect in order to feel worthy. Like there's this sense of that, like my heart is enough, like who I am on the inside is more important than who I am on the outside. Because like oftentimes you hear people saying like, oh, I just heard my friend Kathy saying this the other day at work, and she's like, oh, like I just, you know, I got to get myself, I feel disgusting, like or I don't know if she said disgusting, but something like, oh, I just haven't been feeling good lately, blah blah blah. As soon as I lose a few pounds, I'll feel better, as if like the way you feel about yourself is contingent on what the scale says. Like, meanwhile, who knows like why that scale says that? Is there a water weight? Like, is there are you bloated because it's your time of the month? Like, who knows? Like, you know what I mean? So it's like the scale could change as the scale, like on an uneven surface. Like it's ridiculous. Like there's so many things. Why is your weight define who you are? But we all do it. So it's like, I feel like there's that sense of like, my heart is like, it's like you're worth your weight in gold because of your heart, not because of what the scale says. And I feel like the scale is just one example, but because of outward appearances, even if you feel like you're not the most attractive person, or if you feel that you're not, your looks aren't up to par, especially like in this social media age where everyone's, you know, we're looking at all these influencers and things like that. But there's certain influencers. There's this one girl that I love, Mia Dio, I think she's called. But she always talks about, she's like, oh, like, she always says, like, don't compare yourself to me. I have veneers. I had a nose job. I had a breast augmentation. I get fillers. I get Botox. I've had this done. I've had that done. Like, I get paid to, like, put on these outfits. I get paid to get my hair done for free because I'm, like, promoting this. It's like, don't compare yourself to me. So it's like, and I feel like it's so tough in this day and age to really, like, not do that, because it's like everywhere. So unless you're like a hermit and you just like don't look at any social media or anything like that. But when I was growing up, it was like magazines, but now it's like social media. I feel like these standards of beauty that like if you don't have, you feel like you're less than. But no, and it's really like the heart. And even Mia Dio and all these other like influencers and people like that, it's their heart. And like I love that girl. Like she's so funny. Like, yes, is she beautiful? Of course, she's stunningly gorgeous, like whatever, but she's hysterical. Like that's coming from within her. Like, you know what I mean? Like anyone can be beautiful, but like the way that she, like the videos that she makes, like she does this channel about like being a gold digger, but really I think she's rich and like she's like the breadwinner. Like it's just a joke, but like it's hysterical when you watch her videos. Like you're dying laughing. So that's where like her abundance really comes from, and you need to realize that too. And I feel like you are realizing that this week. You're kind of like relaxing about certain things and just doing things that feel good to you and healthy, and just for the feel of it instead of the look. I feel like that's what's changing here. We're going for the feel instead of the look. All right, so what specifically, let's get a little more specific. What's going to happen for Aries this week? Ooh, that really came out. We have, okay, the priestess. Okay. Yeah, we're really going within. Like this is really like kind of coming out across the board here. We're gaining control over our inner critic. We have the Queen of Swords on the bottom of the deck, and the way that those birds are like flying around. I feel like she's looking in the eye like, no, like you're not gonna have power over me. Like you're not calling the shots. Like I'm calling the shots. Like this is you speaking to your worries and things like that. And again, just like touching that emotional truth inside of yourself and feeling like the power, and just like feeling how you feel about yourself and the decisions that you make and the person that you are. We have the Knight of Wands, and okay, the Hanged Muse, which is the Hanged Man. And oh, okay, I do not want to get 5, but I guess we will just go with it because they fit. Okay, so the Hanged Muse, the 9 of Inspiration, which is the 9 of Wands, and the 6 of Voices, the 6 of Swords. So we have the 2 major arcanas that we have are the High Priestess and the Hanged Muse, or the Hanged Man. So again, this is also denoting like I'm looking at things differently. I have that inner eye focused on, I'm looking through the eyes again of like the Priestess and the Hanged Man. I'm seeing things upside down. I'm flipping everything on its head. I don't know, like almost like I'm realizing that I can like, I'm just like looking at her outfit. I can dress in like a wacky way. Like I can just be my authentic self. Like I can find joy in certain things that, I don't know, like maybe used to cause me and like cause like insecurities in me and cause me to feel bad about myself. Like I'm realizing that like I decide if I'm beautiful, I decide if I'm worthy, I decide if I'm like what my strengths are and like what my talents are, and I believe in myself. I feel like this is all about believing in yourself, being inspired, following through on your inspirations, like whatever excites you, and like moving towards it with gusto. Like this horse is like running free, like giving yourself the freedom to like, this could also be about like some sort of, I don't know, maybe like now I'm talking about like influencers. So it's like maybe you do want to start some sort of project or start some sort of public kind of thing like that. That could be another thing. Maybe even something to do like spiritually, like doing some sort of healing work or something like that. We have a lot of Pisces energy, and we did just have that Pisces moon, and there's like a moon on this card. So there's like that Pisces, the effect of that Pisces moon strongly influencing how you feel moving forward. And I feel like you could have really gotten in touch with yourself during the course of this moon, or really like discovered certain things about yourself. This is also like a Queen of Cups energy. Let's clarify. Oh, I have the wrong deck in my hand. I'm so sorry. Let's clarify the Priestess. Number 16, the Tower. I feel like you are imbued with strength and fortitude from things that have gone wrong in the past, things that have not worked out. I feel like you have been through a lot. The way this heart looks very like marked up. I feel like you are stronger than you think, and I feel that you recognize that the things that were meant to bring you down, the things that were meant to break you, only made you so strong. Like you could have just this little piece of rock to stand on. You could be getting electrocuted. You could be feeling, you could be having things like be upended and shocking and things falling on you, and, you know, living in a very bleak sort of a world. Like there's all this black, but like also like this card, there's so much green energy like around. It's like, I feel like you are like this beacon of love. Like I don't want to explain it. I feel like it's like this spirit in you that could not be killed and that could not be stamped out of you. I feel like all this black around you, but like this green is like the most prominent energy on the card. And I feel like that is like the energy. It's like, okay, when we're talking about like this North Node, the numinous, the mystery, like again, these are like very lofty sort of concepts, even this divine plan, wisdom, Sophia. And when we're talking about things like that, this is like these moments when like we're going through something difficult and we're sitting with it, and we're sitting alone in our room and we're crying, or we're feeling angry, we're feeling frustrated, we're feeling bad about ourselves. But it's like this love is still like radiating outward. The way this looks to me, these lines and these striations on the card, it looks like at the center is her, and it's like, you know, it doesn't look like it's coming in. I feel like it would be pointed differently. So that's when you find like the measure of a person, and that's the type of person that you are. And that's what you've maybe realized, and maybe that's where this sort of, you're like really seeing the beauty of things in yourself. Okay, that's like way too many. Let's just clarify this Knight of Wands. The Ace of Emotions and the Ace of Cups. I feel that there's something about the baggage of the past that you've just like realized is like an accessory or something like that. You wear it proudly, like even there's something about this like radical acceptance of the self here. Okay, maybe I'm crazy and very emotionally intense. I'm getting a very emotionally intense person here with all this like watery energy. We have Scorpio, we have Pisces coming through very strongly. So I feel like this week you're really going to like just be like, yeah, like I'm a little crazy, I'm a little emotional, but like that's what makes me me. Like there's a good side and a bad side, just like there is to everything. I am a very compassionate and understanding person. but I also, my emotions are very, because I've been there, because, excuse me, I've been on like the receiving end of like a lot of harsh and cruel treatment, and I've like really lived through these extremes, and maybe I react a little crazy sometimes, or maybe I am very like, maybe hot-headed with this Knight of Wands. I feel like this is all about you this week. You're really thinking about yourself, and I feel like you're having this feeling of like, yeah, maybe I am, this is me, I've been through a lot of things, but it's like all part of the package. The Hanged Muse, and you're really like accepting that about yourself. The Nine of Swords, right? Instead of having this sense of anxiety and this sense of like letting your thoughts torture you, you're more so just looking at everything differently and realizing that it'll work out. You don't have to worry. I feel like there's this like radical shift in perspective that has just taken place with the way that you're looking at the world. I just want to get like one at a time. What is the Nine of Wands? We have the Two of Swords. Yeah, again, you're recognizing that you decide what level of access certain things have into your life. Worries, other people, criticisms, either coming from yourself or other people. You can just like go inside the door and close the door. Like your walls don't have to be like on the traditional Nine of Wands, like these big stakes like in the ground. They could be a little bit softer. Like, oh, like I have an open door policy, but I also have a get the F out policy, where like if you come in and you make a mess in my house, or you know, hypothetically, not hypothetically, what's the word? Metaphorically. If you come in my house and like just crap on my beautiful life, like I'm gonna tell you to get the F out. That's also my policy. I have two policies, like an open door or you can get out. You could be realizing too that you have certain ways of processing things and information and like emotionally processing things that you don't have to explain to anybody. You could be feeling guilty, like, oh, should I be like, maybe there's people trying to come back into your life that you have like sort of cast out because, or like created boundaries with, and they could be trying to come back in and forging a new relationship with you, and you feel like almost like, oh, should I be like just allowing them back in? But I think it's like, no, you have to stand firm. You could be open-hearted and be ready to like try to see the beauty in certain situations and have this blossoming sense of abundance. But if people have already done you wrong, it's like we've been burned before. Like we have to be careful with this person and kind of keep a distance if we have to, and not feel guilty about that. Six of Swords with the Devil. Again, I feel like we're just moving on from these toxic thought patterns. We're really like breaking free. And almost the way this looks to me, I'm just looking at this now. It's like she's about to like flick that person away. I feel like you're really like making a decision to move on from certain people. And I'm getting this sense with the Devil, I'm just getting like work situations or something like that. A boss, toxic coworkers, toxic family members. It could be a toxic lover, something like that. But I feel like if this was the case, it would be somebody that you felt you've been chained to for a very long time. You've been in like toxic cycles with them where, let me see, because now I'm getting something here. And this doesn't have to be something that you recently like broke, someone you recently, yeah, like the Five of Swords and the Seven of Cups. Somebody that just really maybe like lied, cheated. They try to sort of like dangle the way that they're like dangling, like, oh no, look, I've changed, like love bombing. I'm getting love bombing, just to like lure you back in. But then like the same thing happens. Like you see that they're talking to other people in their phone, or you see that you hear that they were seen out with somebody else, like when they're supposed to be committed to you. Like I feel like this is like breaking those ties and just really allowing yourself to like look for the beauty again. Like I feel like this is going to like transform outwardly as well. But I feel like we're really like going deep within this week. It's kind of like interesting. I was expecting more of like a later reading, if I'm being honest. But yeah, I feel like overall I'm getting this sense of like, we're going deep and we're we're deciding the way that our life is going to be. We're forging a course that like we want to walk down, and we're deciding who's walking with us, and we're deciding who like opinions that like don't matter to us, and we're deciding like who we are and what's acceptable behavior like on our own without anybody else's input. We have psychic ability. Oh my God, trust your intuition. This is like really coming through. Like, so it's the way that we're looking at things, the perspective that we have now. And even this eye looks narrowed. And sometimes like, yes, have an eye for beauty and uncover hidden charms. But it's like, if you're looking at something and it's not beautiful to you, if it's something that is not acceptable to you, turn your eye away and focus on other things. Like, you know, here, let me do this on camera. Sorry. Oh, we got two. Broken wishbone, wish will not be granted. I feel like this is like that same thing. Like maybe this was a toxic cycle, like I was saying, someone where you hope they would learn to be honest with you, or you hoped that they would learn to be faithful to you or something like that. A coworker, like people that are mean to you, like a friend group, like a bully kind of an energy with that 5 of Swords with the Devil. You maybe hoped that they would accept you, and now they haven't, and you just are like, you know what, that will never happen. I'm letting it go. I don't care anymore. Like, I'm going to focus on the more beautiful things in my life. We have desk, pay attention to your work. Again, like, pay attention to your own work that you're doing. Either, like, if it's, like, this inner work or, like, your actual work, if this is, like, a work situation. I feel like it is. I don't know. Like, with the Devil and, like, now this coming out, I feel like there is this sense of that. Oh, was that on camera? Yeah. Okay. Hammock, taking a vacation physically or mentally. We're taking a vacation. We're actively not dealing. Like, it's not even that, oh, I'm going to come up with this new strategy to, like, make you like me, or I'm going to come up with this new strategy to, like, fix this problem. It's, like, just taking yourself out of the equation entirely, like, accepting that this will never happen and just chilling out. I like this. Like, focusing on the things that matter to you and, like, chilling out. What else? Oop, we have March. Oh, wow. Okay. So I feel like this is the fact that we just pulled that out like that. Oh, look at this, and a two-faced friend. So I feel like there could be, right, somebody that kind of has these two sides with you, or maybe they try to be nice to you sometimes, they lure you in, and then they just, like, attack, kind of, you know? And I feel like the way that these flowers are drooping, it's like we're not cultivating these types of friendships and these types of relationships. Even if we have to work with people, we don't have to, like, give a F about their, like, validation for us. Again, another month, January. So I feel like this could have been a cycle that was, like, very intense since January. Could have started there, and now it's, like, sort of coming to a head. What else? We have diamond. You will be receiving or giving a precious gift. So I also feel like diamonds I associate with self-worth and also strength. Diamonds, like, can't really, like, not be broken. So it's like, yeah, I might have to, like, break a few ties and break a few relationships, but, like, you're not breaking me. I'm getting this this strong sense of, like, look at this heart too. It almost looks like hard, like unbreakable as well. Like, I'm thinking of that Katy Perry song, Part of Me, where it's like, throw your sticks and stones, throw your bombs and your blows, like, you're not going to break my soul. Like, I've dealt with bigger and badder than you. I feel like there is just somebody that tries to, like, I don't know, get under your skin. Arrow, you are on the right path regarding some aspect of your life. Let's just get, like, 2 more. Weeping Willow, family sorrow. And this could also, I guess, be a toxic family member. An owl, good advice from a wise person. So I feel like this wise person is you, just given all the stuff that we've seen coming through. This might be disappointing family members or something. Like, your family could have sorrow because you're no longer, like, doing what they expect, or just, like, acting in a way that they're used to. And just changing things up a little bit, and maybe distancing yourself a little bit. Or this could also mean, like, these people that maybe are mean to you and bullying you and excluding you or something like that, they might, like, miss you now that you've, like, kind of cut them off, and they're like, oh, like, regretting what they did. Yeah, 5 of Cups. I feel like you're freezing out certain people and certain things. 6 of Wands, like, usually on the 6 of Wands, we're seeing like, recognition from the crowd, but this person standing on their own. They don't care. They, like, know they're a star. Look at this star. And they're, like, they're getting that validation from within. So I feel like this is going to be a good week for you guys. I feel like you're going to be investing your time more wisely and your energy only into people that deserve it and things that deserve it. You're forging your own path. you're looking within and you're becoming this strong, beautiful person. So God bless. Enjoy this week, guys. I wish you all the love and luck in the world. Have a happy, I don't know, I guess week, but a happy March, because I feel like this whole month is kind of going to be pivotal for you guys. So enjoy it, okay? I'll catch you next time. Bye.